Hello friends and welcome back to Generation Pixel, and if you're new to the channel, firstly, thank you for clicking on that button, and secondly, you're in for a bit of a treat today because it's one of those wonderful challenges that other content creators put out there, and this week it's Scott from Marathon Gaming who has asked us all to play this torture device up there. So if you want to see me play Californian games for the first time in, well, quite a while, then you just wait until after these. So as I said in the introduction, Scott over at Marathon Gaming has challenged us all to play Californian games on an 8-bit system. Now, back in the day, back on the 8-bit microcomputers, I would have played this on a ZX Spectrum, and I have played it on the ZX Spectrum fairly recently. This challenge, however, I'm going to take part using the C64 and using this joystick, which was something I never did back in the day. I was always a keyboard fan. But it's a Commodore, so use a joystick when in Rome, as they say. Now, fortunately, Scott has only picked 3 events for us. We don't have to do all 6 events in California games. He's missed out some of the more tricky and more, well, annoying events, and he's asked us to do the foot bag, the skating, and finally the flying disc. We combine the scores that we get from each of those events, and that will be our high score for this challenge. Now, I don't expect to come anywhere near the top considering some of the competition out there, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So let's get cracking and start with the foot bag. Now, the foot bag, I remember calling it the hacky sack back in the day. I don't know whether you did or not, but the foot bag is just simply a game that we would call over here in the UK keepy uppy. In other words, we keep the ball in the air. So here we go. And of course, we have to do tricks as well. It's not just a case of keeping the ball up in the air, although that would be nice. There are various tricks that you can do, and there's another one that's not very helpful to you. What I'm trying to do here is maybe get 5 in a row, because that's one of the more basic tricks. And if I get that 5 in a row there, I'll be quite happy. And there we go, managed to get a double arch. Now the next one I'm going to be doing is a half axle. And that's quite simple. Turn your character while you kick the ball in the air and double. And then for, of course, the full Monty, once I get into position, we'll try and do the Axle Foley now. I thought I had it there. I thought I had it, I didn't have it.
Let me tell you something, Chief, I am close. I'm so close now, I'm closer than I've been, and it's making me crazy because I can smell it. It's in the air, and I smell it. Do you smell it? Because I smell it.
All I smell is your bullshit.
Come on, let's get this Axle Foley. And there it is.
Oh, thank you. Look at this. This is great now. Thank you, guys.
The Axle Foley, where you have to spin like crazy, like a washing machine. And there's the ball put back in. Now you might notice a seagull flying across the top, because you can hit the ball with the top of your head and keep it up that way, but not this time. So there we go, final score. That's 30,620. We will take a note of that because I'm going to be adding that to the other 2 events. I managed to pull off a 5 in a row, a full axle, a half axle, a Axle Foley, a double arc, which I'm quite impressed with, and 2 jesters. I think the rest of them, well, I'll just have to practice more, but I'm quite happy with that. I think that's probably better than any of my previous scores, and we'll find out that here too. So cross fingers, did I beat my practice scores? 30,620, and yes, I did. I beat my practice score, so I'm quite pleased with that. I'm not holding out hope for the next events, because coming up next we're going to be doing the skating. Now, to control the skating, it's awful. It's up to move your left foot up and down to move your right foot down, and up and down, so you're waggling up and down to get momentum that pushes you forward. It's an interesting mechanic, but quite difficult at times too. So as you see, there we go, I fell straight away. Trying to get that momentum going. And of course we have a jump. Now you can't go to the edge either. You've got to watch out for obstacles on the footpath. And try and do tricks as well as you're going along. And there's another obstacle now. One more life, it's a 3 out. And I don't think I'm going to do much more than this now. And there we go, 470. And I'll be frankly honest, 470 is about my average score in this particular event. Because it's brutal, it really is quite brutal. I don't know, maybe other people out there have got the hang of this, but just getting this done, I'm just happy to get it out of the way. And the results are coming in. So 470. Don't worry, I'll mark them all down. And we're on to the flying disc now. There's a bit of luck involved with this. What you do with this particular event is you have this speed and angle bar down at the bottom. You press left, it moves that white bar up towards the left. You try and pull it back when it's in the green for speed, and then you try and pull it back to the left again when it's in the green for angle. So here we go. Oh, that was interesting speed, not very good speed. I noticed that going to the yellow, so I'm moving. You'll see a radar at the top there with the frisbee that you'll notice, and of course your catching character that has to catch it now. Oh, I didn't catch it. And that was mainly due to the fact that I didn't get the speed right on that first throw there. So 90 points for that one, not very good. So let's catch this speed this time. And again, no, and it's a bad angle as well. So bad angle, and this is terrible because this is probably the worst I've ever done at this. And I think I might catch it. Oh, I thought I was going to catch that. Surely I would have caught that in real life. And not to be 160, and I'm severely disappointed with my throwing here because in practice I was starting to get the hang of this. So here we go again. Again, the speed was off, the angle was better, but the speed was definitely off there. So do I need to move this character up? That's the beauty of getting the speed right. And look, I'm running in, I'm running in, I'm running in and diving, and no catches this time. 250 points. We'll add that to the total. Now I haven't done it in my head just now, so you're just gonna have to wait until I drop that in. So there you go, that was my combined score, and it's probably not going to be enough to win, not by a long shot, not considering some of the other competitors out there who like to join in on marathon gaming or Scotch challenges. People like Bahaha and the like, they just kind of blow everybody else out of the water. But do pop along to marathon gaming, check out his challenges and take part if you so desire, because they're great fun. Yes, Californian games might not be the most fun game, but it makes it a bit more special when you're competing against the likes of me, Scott, and the other competitors. Now if you want to talk about anything else that you've seen in this video, then drop that down in the comments, because the interaction between you and me is what makes YouTube special. Thank you so much for watching as always, and until next time, cheerio!